start so far than Coach Mitch Hannahs, coach. Thoughts on the game and what expect to see tomorrow?
A little disappointed early. I think we made a couple fundamental mistakes early in the game, gave up that 3 spot. Really forced our hand pitching wise. We had hoped to bring those guys a little deeper. We didn't want to come in with Archie that quick, and certainly didn't want to come in with Newton that quickly, but we just got to the point it was survive. Can't think about tomorrow. We had to survive today. So I was pleased with the way the guys battled back for the most part.
Take questions?
Coach, what can you say about the resilient guys after giving up that 3 spot, just answering right back and just kind of fighting, clawing their way all the way to the end?
It was good. I just felt like there were some early innings that sometimes your body's take an off season, but your mind should never have an off season. I just felt like we were chasing some pitches and doing some things to really help them out in that early part of the game when they really weren't throwing a ton of strikes and we were swinging at 3-2 in the dirt and some other things. And I like the battle, but you got to be smart in battle.
What can you say about Carter Murphy? Obviously, been a lot more opportunities down the stretch with Greco being out.
Sure.
Gets the ball around yet, but man,
He's giving you some real
prior.
He's done a great job. I mean, I think anybody that's going to step in behind Greco and what he's meant to our team is you're stepping into a big hole, and he's done a really good job. I'm not saying we don't miss Sebastian because we do, but Carter certainly helped alleviate that for sure.
And what about Rafael Bettancourt? How nice is it to be able to see that?
Well, he's the one guy in this situation that he's probably not going to chase like you throw something in the zone. So we felt really good about him being there. That's a double block. Or if we put something in the zone, that was ended up being a big knock for us.
Coach, last 4 outings, he's only allowed 2 hits. What has been working for him recently that's made him so effective?
I think, obviously he's rested. He missed the front part of the season, so he's got a fresh arm, which certainly helps this time of year. You're seeing a lot of pitchers coming out of the pen and starting games that aren't so fresh. So I think he's fresh for sure, and I think he and Coach Schlereth really went to work on that slider, and it's a difference maker for him. The slider was really sharp tonight.
And looking forward to tomorrow, like what's your keys for success to you make it to Sunday?
Figure out we got to figure out a way to shorten the game the best we can. Our availability is getting smaller and smaller down there in that bullpen. So we need some guys to step up and really give us some innings. When I say shorten the game, we got to figure out how to get 5 in each one of those games because I like the guys that we'll have behind. We just can't jump in there so early that we get caught like we did tonight.
Coach, looking at tomorrow, this is a team I was really familiar with ending the regular season against Tuesday. What can you take away from that series that you're going into tomorrow? What benefits and disadvantages does that have?
I think the advantages are you've seen someone so much here recently that you have a pretty good feel of what everybody's going to do. And tonight was the same thing. I think the reality is, we don't shuffle on a comebacker and throw it firm to second base. We're to the bag late, so we're running through second base. We don't field a bunt, squared up to the foul line. You got to play fundamental baseball this time of year. You just can't forget that the little things are going to add up to the big things right now, and it's going to be really good fundamental baseball that will dictate the rest of this tournament.
Yeah, Jared Morris, team on baseball. Charlotte cuts it to 1 in the 9th. Was there any thought of taking Newton out, or were you just going to ride with your guy?
We were going to live and die there. I think the reality is we had some guys throwing, but that was probably for show more than anything else.
All right. Any other questions for Coach?
Good.
Coach, thank you. All right. Sure. Yep. We'll bring in Rafael Bettancourt. Rafael 2 for 4, 2 RBIs. The game winning, the go-ahead runs in the 8th inning. Fire away with questions.
I think you got at bat there in the 8th, and they come up with that big knock. What was going through your mind during that at bat?
I mean, in that moment, I'm just more kind of worried about just moving a baseball. Hopefully trying to get some runs in. because I know it's a big situation. I know that can potentially be my last at bat of the year if I don't take it correctly. So I don't let that pressure me. I just, try to be as calm as possible in there and just kind of do what the players before me set up for me because they were the ones that did all the hard work. I just had to come in there and just kind of finish it off that at bat.
What was it like being in the dugout with Big Newt on the bump, ready to throw that last pitch?
I mean, you could probably see it. We were all there, like one leg over. We're ready to get out there. There was a couple pitches before that we thought we had it, but there was not a doubt in my mind that we weren't going to close that game out.
What's the thought process? Obviously, pretty familiar with the Pirates. You played them a couple times last weekend, and then obviously the other day. What's the mindset from the players' perspective going into a game tomorrow, knowing that it's you gotta win and survive and advance it?
Just do or die. Like that's all we could do now. We just got to keep winning. We know that we got to be resilient. We got to just keep striving, keep battling, and we have really good confidence in our guys that if we go selflessly and just keep battling, then we can do whatever we want to do.
You said you had to try and be calm in that situation. That must have been difficult. Talk about the intensity of the environment of today's game because it was a thrill.
Yeah, I mean, I'm more just proud of my guys, my pitchers. Newt over here, Archie, even Kling and Longoria just battling through some adversity. I'm more proud of them being able to keep us in that game and being able to put up those big time zeros when we needed it. And then I'm just proud of my hitters that, they just kept going the whole game. It's pretty calm when you have trust in your guys.
When you hit it, it was on the ground. You weren't sure. Did you know it was going to take that hop?
I did not think it was going to take that hop. I mean, I feel like I deserved a little bit of that luck as of what's been going on recently. But obviously this late in the season, we'll take whatever we can get.
Following your loss on Tuesday night, your coach said that he told you guys that it's thank goodness that it wasn't your final game. How have you guys learned from that experience from that loss and taking it into the next two games where you're able to survive and advance?
I just feel like when it's not your last game, you can kind of be like a little bit more like stress-free or like a little bit, I don't know how to explain it, but you're just more like you're not worried about it. But once you know that like it really is like it could be your last game, I feel like you could just see it like a completely different like energy shift in the dugout. Like everybody's like fully bought in because we know like this could be our last time playing with some of these guys. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll bring in Austin Newton next. Go ahead with questions, please.
Beginning of the season, not being out there with the guys and now being out there, throwing the slap with the ball in your hand, with the game on the line. What did that last moment mean to you?
Oh, I mean, it means everything. Obviously, missing the first half of the year was tough. I was trying to find a way to bring value and just be the best teammate I could for the guys, knowing that I couldn't be out there because I know that's what I would want in return. But to have earned the trust of my teammates and this new coaching staff, to go out in a moment like that and to be able to close this one out was pretty special to me, especially in front of my family.
What does it mean to, you give up the home run there, first time in a couple outings, you give up a run and the coach doesn't go out there and get you. I mean, what does that mean when you look in the dugout, or did you not look in the dugout? You're like, don't make eye contact, stay. What was going through your mind after you giving up the dinger there?
Honestly, just get back to the next pitch. I had a feeling that they were going to live with me or die with me there, and I wanted that. I didn't want to. The last thing I wanted to see was a coach coming out because I wanted to finish that. But I just get back in the zone, get back, be aggressive. I feel like I got one out guy with a good slider. I felt like, so props to him. He made a good swing on it, but just getting back to the next guy and getting ready to throw more strikes.
You're getting that inside pitch a lot. Were you feeling that particularly?
A lot of stuff felt really good. I felt kind of a little off in the eighth, but wanted to be more aggressive going back out for the ninth. And coming off in the eighth, I told Danny, I said, I'm finishing this. So.
Could you talk about your trajectory a little bit, starting off, as a starter, just to get you built up? Did that work out in the end for you?
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, I wasn't too particular whether it was starting or relieving, just kind of open to whatever the team needs me to win, whatever position they need to put me in for that to happen. I was kind of open to anything. So it was cool to make a couple starts, but was really comfortable coming back into the bullpen, as that's what I did pretty much all of last year. So I'm fine either way, but just whatever the team needs. Thank you.
Say the middle of the game on Sunday.